You're in tune to Chicago's most popular college radio station. 89.3 is WKKC. This is Focus Talk, and I'm your host, Dennis Snipe. How many times have you heard the phrase that you have everything that you need? No matter what you want to do in your life, you already have it. Well, my very next guest today, Dr. Derek Greenfield, has written a book entitled The Answer is in Your Hands. Be about success. Dr. Greenfield, how are you today?
I'm outstanding, getting better. How about you, Dennis?
I am very well. Thank you for asking. Well, you know what? I want to get right into it and give me a little information about this particular book. The Answer is in Your Hands. Be about success. Tell me a little bit about the book.
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks again for the opportunity and for your great work to inspire listeners in the community. You know, the book was designed to be something practical and accessible for folks, to have them recognize the answer is in their hands, that they have the power and potential to make what they want to see take place in their lives, and that today is the first day of the rest and best of your life. Today's the first day. What happened yesterday, last year, that's done. And we all have the ability and the potential to see the great things that we want to see take place. You know, I tell people I'm not supposed to be here right now. And not that you got your backup guest for the show, but I'm not supposed to be here because both my parents had cancer before I was born, and they were told they could have no more kids.
Wow.
And people say that means you're in an accident. I say cars have accidents. I'm surprised. I'm not supposed to be here, but I know that I'm here for a purpose. And that every single person listening right now needs to know that also they're here for a purpose as well, that there's never been anybody in the history of the world created like them before, and there's never going to be another you. And even on that night alone that you were conceived, don't picture it, but the night that each person was conceived, there were up to 500 million sperm represented. Each one was a different and distinct individual, and you were chosen. And so out of all those odds that seem impossible, you're here for a purpose. And so the book is designed to give some practical strategies for how you can tap into your greatness, how you can work on strategically working towards your goals, and having fun and enjoying yourself along the way. So I'm really excited to share that with folks and really build a movement, not just a moment, but a movement of people who are dedicated to achieving their goals in life and building communities that are empowered to accomplish great things.
Now, Dr. Greenfield, you sound really good, and it's inspirational, it's positive, and in a certain piece, you almost sound like a preacher that would inspire the people to go above and beyond. But what do you say to the individuals who may say that, you know, it sounds cliche-ish, and I've heard it before, but my situation, my circumstance is totally different from the next guy, and it's a very strong possibility that my next move may be my last.
Right, and I can appreciate that point. And, you know, those moments, we've all been through them. And I certainly would never say that I haven't gone through challenges, but, you know, as Dr. King said, only when it's darkest can you see the stars. And you can get bitter or you can get better. And my challenge to folks is to say that regardless of what happens, what kind of life do you want to live? What is it that's possible for you? People may try to tell you can't do something you're not able to, but are we going to relinquish that power to others or decide for ourselves that we're worthy and there's one shot that we got of being in our best? And so for those who are in those moments, again, that's the beautiful situation that you have, is a chance for you to realize that maybe today start something new. Maybe today is the moment that I'm going to take a shot, take a risk, to maybe forgive someone you need to forgive, to apologize to someone you need to apologize to be able to trust yourself and forgive yourself for your mistakes and say, you know what, at least I'm going to go out giving it my best. Because I think that people often will say, well, what if I fail, or what if I can't make it? My response is, what if you do? Or what if you didn't take that shot and always regret it for the rest of your life? So I'm certainly attuned to the fact that we all have our own stories and we all have our own struggles, but the more we can talk about it, and so I don't just say, hey, here it is, you just get this, you know, this wonderful little injection I give you and it's done. No, my job is to say, to help you to realize within yourself your power, to build communities where people can support and encourage and listen to one another and help each other to heal. And then be able to say, let's go, let's do this. It's possible, and together we can get it done. Just as a quick reminder, anybody listening right now, if they could reach their hands in the air or reach out as far as you possibly can, even you, Dennis, do me a favor. Even like can't see you, reach out as high as you can or as far as you can.
All right, I'm reaching.
And now reach a little bit further.
Okay.
Okay, and stop. Now, did you reach further when I said reach further?
You know what? Yeah. I did.
But I said reach as high as you could the first time.
Right.
And so when I challenge people to reach that little bit more, to do that a little bit more, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, but 211 is just hot water. That 1 degree that they give could change everything. It goes from hot water to boiling, purified water that can power a locomotive. So someone listening right now who's scared, that 1 degree, you might be right there about to come out of the thing that you're in, but you may have given up that power. You might be right on the verge of just telling someone, I'm sorry. Let's talk about it. Let's forgive each other so we can move forward. Push yourself. Take that risk. Believe and trust in yourself and give yourself the best shot you deserve.
Now, Dr. Greenfield, when I pick up your book, when I read The Answer is in Your Hands, Be About Success, what do you want me to come away with knowing, believing, or understanding? What should be my takeaways?
Yeah, the book has lots of different tools and techniques and thoughts to think about, but I think for the simplest point right now, I'll go at is what I'll call the ABC. Start with A, attitude. To have that positive attitude. Attitudes are contagious. Make yours worth catching. Think about just beginning to start to say to yourself, I deserve the best, that I'm worthy of it, that really I ought to begin to put out into the universe the kind of spirit that will attract positive people in my life. I want to be able to live in ways that, it takes 70 muscles to frown and only 14 to smile. So if we would just smile a little bit more, if we would walk in a situation saying, even if I've been hurt, I'm going to smile because I deserve the best. And I won't let that other person continue to abuse me by letting me be angry at my own life. So start with a positive attitude that says that it's possible, that we can do, and that if we bring good positive energy, we're going to push ourselves more, and other people are going to want to be around us. B stands for behavior in the ABCs. So begin to strategize. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So start thinking about where do I want to be a month from now and 6 months from now and 10 years from now, and start thinking about what do you need in order to get there. If I told you there was $1 million, over there on the south side on 95th Street, you're going to get in the car and go. And if you didn't know how to get there, you'll get a map. Well, start making some maps. Start strategizing for your success. Start thinking about what you need to do to put yourself in a position to get the resources, to get the support you need, and build the folks around you that can encourage you to stay on that positive track. If you get in the car with me, we're going to 95th Street to get that money, and all of a sudden you say, man, I need to stop off here and talk to my lady. I may need to get you out of the car because I'm going to 95th Street. And if you're not going where I'm going, and sometimes it's what I call addition by subtraction, we may need to let go of some people who aren't going where we're going. Not that they're bad people, but their behavior is keeping us from strategizing for our own success. So start thinking about what you need to do, what steps you need to take, and who you need to have around you. And then C stands for collaboration. That none of us are as smart as all of us. We need that support team. Geese fly faster when they fly together because they push each other. And the same thing with exercising. We know people stay in exercise programs longer and more successfully when they do it together. People who are actually recovering from cancer are more likely to get healthy if they exercise together than even if they exercise alone. So if we do it together, we can hold each other accountable. We can encourage each other. It makes it more fun. And indeed, then other people, sometimes we say, I don't need anybody else. We do need other people. We need other people to challenge us when we're going down the wrong path. We need other people to encourage us when we're having a moment of doubt or confusion. And we just need to do this together because the ride is so much more enjoyable.
Now, the book, how long did it take you to compile, to create The Answers in Your Hands, Be About Success, Dr. Greenfield?
It probably took me to finish and publish and do all that work about a year and a half. Most of the writing got done in about 3 or 4 months. But I'm the kind of person who says, before I put it out there, I want to go back over it. I want to make sure that every word captures what I want to get across and show it to other people and get their feedback and to practice what I was preaching in the book and to really make sure we build a collaborative process. And so for anybody out there who has some ideas, write. The beautiful thing right now about even the internet is you can create free blog sites and share your ideas. I tell people when they say, well, how do I keep it going? I tell them, make their own audio motivational tape, right? Get it with your phone or any of your technology on your computer, record yourself, hyping yourself up, and then put it on, on the phone and play it for yourself. And when you're in a car and you're laughing and getting excited, and someone says, who are you listening to? You're like me. I listen to me. And just get excited about the potential that you have wherever you are. Create, tap into your genius. But again, the process for me took about a year and a half before I actually put it out there. and I'm proud of taking that time to make sure it was the best quality product.
Now, where's your book available, Dr. Greenfield?
I sell it on my website, which is DerekGreenfield.com, DEREK Greenfield.com.